Hi everyone, it's Miss Allison with the Watauga County Public Library, bringing you a story time today about the letter X. X is fun to draw. It's just two lines that cross right in the middle, and the lowercase x is just a smaller version of the uppercase X. Now X can be a little tricky because it has a lot of different sounds that it makes. If it's at the beginning of a word, who knows what sound it's going to make. In the word X-ray, it sounds like its name, X-ray. In the word xylophone, it makes a Z sound, but most of the time you'll find an X in the middle of a word or the end of the word, and most of the time it makes the sound X. So today we're mostly going to focus on that X sound, which is like a K and an S sound put together. The letterland character for letter X is fix, it max, and the action is to cross your arms in an X. X. All right, so let's do our puzzle. These are all words that end with X, which is a little bit different and a little bit trickier, but let's see how you can do with this. All right, pretend I have a bowl and I'm gonna put in flour and sugar and crack a couple eggs in there, and then I'm gonna take a big spoon and I'm going to do this. Does anybody know what action I'm doing here? It ends with a X sound. The word is mix. Did you think of the word mix? Mix ends with the letter X. All right. This next word also ends with the letter X. Amazon brings your packages in these. Cats like to play in these, and sometimes kids too. Starts with a B sound. Did you think of the word box? Box ends with the letter X. All right. The next clue is a little bit tricky. I'm just going to show you the picture. This is a really strong animal. A lot of people say it's a bull when I show them the picture, but bull doesn't have an X sound in it. This word is spelled O-X. Do you remember the sound O makes? Ah. And we said X makes a X sound. So if you put those two together, you have ox. Ox. This is an ox. Ox. Have you ever heard of an animal called an ox? All right. The next animal I think most of you have heard of. It's an orangey brown color. It has pointy ears. Sorry, having a hard time with that. It has pointy ears and a big bushy tail, and they're known to be sneaky. Starts with a F sound. Did you think of the word fox? Fox ends with the letter X. Two more clues. This is a specific kind of box that a handyman might carry. They might put a hammer in there, and a screwdriver in there, and a wrench in there. And it starts with a T sound. Did you think of toolbox? Toolbox ends with letter X. You can fix things with your toolbox. All right, and the last clue, this is a number that ends with the letter X. 5 plus 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 ends with the letter X. What do we make? We made the letter X, didn't we? And then after the puzzle, we sing a song that goes like this. We are learning letter X, letter X, letter X. We are learning letter X, 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 X. Then we go picture to picture and make up actions for each of these words. So for mix, let's get that bowl out again and get our spoon. And we're gonna sing this song. Mix ends with letter X, letter X, letter X. Mix ends with letter X, 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 X. Let's do box. Let's pretend we have a box on our lap and we're gonna open it. Box ends with letter X, letter X, letter X. Box ends with letter X, 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 X. All right, so now pause the video. See if you can come up with actions for ox and fox, toolbox, and 6, and sing the song with the actions that you come up with. All right, I want to talk to you about something called an X-ray. An X-ray, have you ever had an X-ray? Maybe at the dentist office? At the dentist office, they put these little things in your mouth and they tell you to bite down, and then they take a picture of the outside of your mouth. That is an X-ray. Or another place you might have an X-ray is if you get hurt. And let's say you're playing and you hurt your leg. They might do an X-ray of your leg to see if you've broken a bone. An X-ray shows what's inside of something else. So in that case, it would be the inside of your leg. They would be looking at the bones inside your leg. Or with the dentist, they're looking at the teeth inside your gums, the part that you can't see, that's still up in your head. They can see it with an X-ray or a radiograph. That's a different word for it. So another place you might see an X-ray is at the airport. I don't know if you've ever been to the airport, but they put your bags through this special machine that does an X-ray so that the people working at the airport can see what you have in your bag and make sure you don't have anything dangerous in there. So I wanted to show you two real X-rays. A couple years ago, my daughter was playing and she hurt her arm, and it was really, really hurting her, and it wasn't getting any better, so we went and had an X-ray. And this is her real X-ray on the screen, and there's nothing wrong with her. She was fine, actually. And so you can see her long, thin, white bones in there, and they're all perfectly normal, no breaks or fractures. Everything was good. Later, a couple years later, our neighbor was playing, and she fell on her arm, and it was really hurting, and it was swelling, and it didn't look good. So she went and got an X-ray, and this is her real X-ray. And can you see anything different in this picture than the first X-ray? I'm going to circle it here on the screen. This is where she broke her arm. You can see where the bone is broken. So X-rays are an amazing tool. They really help doctors see a lot of what they would not be able to see because it's under your skin. So that's pretty neat. They were able to tell that she'd broken her arm, so they were able to put a cast on it and get it fixed for her. Another kind of doctor that uses X-rays is a vet. And I have some X-rays of animals that I wanted to show you just a couple of them. Normally when people look at X-rays, they look at them on like a light board because they're kind of hard to see, but they're just black and white. So I'm going to get out my light board and show you a couple of animal X-rays. Okay, I have my light board here, and I'm going to show you some real animal X-rays, just two, so you can see kind of what they're like. Does anybody want to guess what this animal is? It looks like it's long and skinny, and it curves around. Did anyone guess? A snake. It's a green tree python. Can you tell? Pretty cool, huh? A lot of people don't realize that snakes have bones, but they do, and you can see them right here on the X-ray. All right, I have one more X-ray for you. This one's a little bit tougher, but I think you can do it. What animal do you think this is? I'll give you a clue. It has a hard shell, and it has some little feet here, maybe the head here, and something really interesting. Remember, we're looking at the inside of an animal's body. What are these ovals? See these oval shapes? What could that be? It's on the inside of an animal's body. All right, the animal is a box turtle. Have you ever heard of a box turtle or ever seen one? We have these around here, and they're really cool. And those ovals are actually her eggs. That turtle is going to lay eggs. And I think it's so neat that you can see them on the X-ray. Very cool. So I just wanted to show you a couple of real X-rays so you could see the kind of thing that a vet might use an X-ray for. This is my daughter Clara, and she's going to help me with this next activity. It's about a pirate named Rex. Rex ends with the letter X. So I'm going to give you Rex. Can you hold on to Rex? This is Pirate Rex's pirate treasure map. What is normally a pirate's treasure?
Gold.
Gold, yeah. You might say jewels too, or coins, right? So what does an X usually mark on a treasure map?
Treasure.
That's where the treasure is, right, usually? So let's see what we can find under Pirate Rex's X's. Do you want to choose one?
Mm-hmm.
Pirate Rex went to this first X, and he dug and dug, and he found, what did he find?
Feather.
What color is that feather?
Red.
A red feather. You think that's the treasure?
No.
All right, Pirate Rex, go to your next X. What did you find?
A blue feather.
A blue feather. Is that your treasure, Pirate Rex?
No.
No. All right, Pirate Rex, go to your third X, and he dug and he dug. What is it?
A yellow feather.
A yellow feather. Is that the treasure?
No.
Probably not. Hold up.
What?
Don't do it yet.
Okay.
Okay. All right, so he went on to the next X. What do you think he's going to find?
Treasure.
Treasure. Let's see what he found.
A parrot.
A parrot! Oh my goodness. Put Rex on the board. Put him on the board. Sometimes a parrot is with a pirate, right? Have you ever seen that before, like in a movie or a book? Yeah. So he decides to name his parrot Treasure. Can a friend be a treasure? Yeah, a friend can be a treasure. What's a treasure to you, Clara?
I think my best friend Maggie.
Your best friend Maggie. Nice. Okay, that's Pirate Rex and his exes. Thanks, Clara. I just want to quickly share with you 2 books. This first one is one I might read in a story time. It's called A Isn't for Fox and Isn't Alphabet. Do you see the letter X in the title of this book? It's right here at the end of the word fox. This is a really silly book, and I think you might like it. And it's available to you digitally at NCKIDS Digital. I'm going to link below under See More to where you can check this book out digitally, and also some information about how to use NCKIDS Digital if you haven't done that so far. Another book I want to share with you, this is one of my favorite authors. Hervé Toulet wrote this book. It's called Mix It Up. Do you see the X in the title of this book? Right there. Mix ends with the letter X. This is a very cool book. Mr. Toulet also wrote Press Here. A lot of you might have seen that book. Very interactive, fun book. It's not available digitally, but the libraries will be opening up soon, and hopefully you'll be able to check this book out. I just want to show you a little bit. It's about color mixing. And so it says, with one finger, take a little bit of the blue and just touch the yellow. Rub it gently. See? What happened? It turned green. So this book teaches you about mixing colors. What happens if you mix blue and yellow? You get green. So I think this is a really helpful book and really interesting and interactive and fun. If you ever get a chance to read any of these books by Mr. Toulet, I think you'll be very impressed with those. Also, before I go, I just want to share with you this little guy. This is Lex, the ibex. Have you ever heard of an ibex before? I really didn't know much about an ibex before I met this little guy. And they are a type of mountain goat that lives in Europe and Africa. And they're really interesting. People for hundreds of years thought they were magical creatures. They're not, but they do have these very cool horns that sort of remind you of a unicorn, but they go backwards. And the thing that I think is so neat about them is they are master climbers. They can climb up things that are almost straight up. And so I'm going to link below to some videos of ibex climbing a dam, like a almost straight up in the air dam. They have a special hoof shape that allows them to hold on to just the tiniest bit of rock so that they can climb super well. And I think they're really interesting. So I'm going to link to that below. There's also some crafts down there. There is, let's see, a drawing tutorial about how to draw a fox, some songs, several books that have the letter X in the title. See if you can find the letter X in the title of those books. And I hope you've enjoyed this story time. I've enjoyed spending this time with you. Take care. See you soon. Bye.